Hey guys, it's Bob. Hope you're all doing well. Kind of a short video today, just on something I've been exploring in my recordings here in the studio. And that is making the toms on the top and the bottom. Fundamentally, when you think about it, when you hit a drum, the sound that projects outwards, there's a lot involved, right? You've got the top head, the bottom head, and you've got the shell that's resonating. So when we make up only the top head, we're losing a lot of that. Our overheads are probably going to catch the overall sound, but when we blend in the close mics, it's only really the attack of that top head that we're getting. Now, if we're to put a microphone on the bottom head, that's going to capture a lot more resonance from the drum. Generally, drummers tune the bottom head to be tighter than the top head, so you're going to get more of a sing out of the drum, right? More of a tone that sustains, which is going to sound more musical. And the big benefit of making both the top and the bottom head is that we have them both independent and we can blend them both together to get a desired sound that we're after. What we're working with today, I've got the kit set up behind me. We've just got a 12-inch rack tom and a 16-inch floor tom. The tuning's pretty standard on both these drums. It's nothing crazy. And we do have the same mics on both top and both bottom. So we're using the Earthworks DM20 and they're kind of set about like 4 fingers off of the drum in both directions. Now it's going to be quite a straightforward one today. I'm just simply going to get behind the kit, just play those toms, do some individual hits, start involving the kick and the whole kit so that you can hear how they bleed into these mics and what difference it does when we flip the polarity on the bottom mics. You might be familiar already with miking the snare on the bottom. Reason for that is that we have the snare wires on the bottom, so you get more of that snappy snare sound. And with that, you generally want to flip the polarity depending on how it sits in your overheads, but generally you want to flip the bottom mic, so it's going to be the same today on these toms. And I'll let you hear that. I'll do some sort of comparisons in Logic just with the plug-in to flip the polarity. So you hear it without it flipped, and then you hear it with it flipped. And to me, the difference here is night and day. It sounds quite flat without the polarity flipped, and then when you change it, it just sings, especially this 12-inch rack tom. And I'll also do some comparisons of just the top mic by its own and just the bottom mic by its own, so you can hear how they sound individually and you can hear how they sound all together. So with that said, let's get behind the kit and hear what this sounds like. So I hope you could clearly hear the difference there. To me, the difference is night and day. The toms sound way better with being mic'd from the bottom as well as the top, and just start blending them together. You know, I've not done anything here, I've not done any panning. Everything's straight down the middle. Generally you pan your toms, but just so you could clearly hear the differences when I flip polarity and things, it's all just straight down the middle, that mono signal. The main downside to micing top and bottom of the toms is that you're going to need more inputs. Now this might not be too much of an issue if you've got a setup like I had here. So you would have, say, your two overheads, your snare top and bottom, your kick, and then you've got rack tom top and bottom, floor tom top and bottom. So we're already actually at 9. So that's going to be the main downside. You're going to want something like an expansion unit to get another 8 inputs or 4 or whatever you're working with. There are some workarounds, however. If you're interested in Rick Beato, I watched his videos, I think they're great. I found one of his, and I'll link it below, where they talked about a producer that used Y cables, so Y splitter cables, and they were custom made. So the cable that goes to the bottom mic actually has the polarity reversed already, and then it just goes into one channel on your interface. So one preamp is going to be both the top and the bottom mics. So the benefit of this is that you're going to get everything routed into one input. The downside is you're not going to be able to blend it how you like. You're just going to have to get that mic placement exactly how you want it. And of course, the example today was using the Earthworks DM20. Ton of different mics have a ton of different qualities that you're looking for, so you could definitely play around to get an interesting sound by using one mic on top, one mic on bottom, and blend them together. So anyway, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed that. If you got some value from it, subscribe down below. It helps me out a lot here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.